Hi, everyone. I hope that you are all enjoying the content that I'm creating. And today I'm doing something a little bit different. The video you're seeing right now is different from the audio that you're hearing. The video is a bunch of videos that I took on a recent trip to Europe where I made it a mission to almost daily go and try to climb the hill up to the fortress in the town where we were staying. I didn't do it every day, but I did it quite a few of the days. And I took different paths each day. And this is one of the days that I did it, going through the streets and through a park and so on, and challenging myself to take some stairs. There seemed like so many stairs up the top. You'll see it a bit later in the video. But I thought it was a perfect video to go along with my ramblings, which you're going to hear soon, that I recorded this morning on why um, sometimes it's hard to get to our goals, and some thoughts I had around the process of getting from A to C, not A to B, but A to C. And you'll get that once you hear the recording. I hope you enjoy. Please let me know. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I'll be sure to look at them and answer them. Have a wonderful day and enjoy my video.
I really, really, truly want to help you achieve your dream of living abroad. But in the end, there's nothing I can do. It's all up to you. What I can do is I can provide you with knowledge. What I can do is give you checklists, provide services, but it's nothing unique that you can't find on your own through your own research. But what happens is if there is somehow that I can help you to get from A, where you are, to C, not to B, to C, where you want to go. If I'm that letter B in the middle and I can help you get there faster or less stressful, then I consider that I've achieved my mission. My mission, simply, make this world a better place, one person at a time. What does that mean? It means that you are happy. You are doing what you feel is the right thing you need to be doing with your life. Yes, there's still going to be days where you're upset that life doesn't go on properly, but for the most part, you feel in the groove. You know you're where you're supposed to be. So you can use every last moment of this juicy life to expand what you're here to do. And by you doing that, it affects other people in your circle, and they get to that place, and more and more and more people create a world that we could be truly proud of and happy in. So, how do I expect to fill that gap for you? I don't know. At this point, I'm learning just like everybody else. But I'll tell you a secret that maybe you don't know. I'm happy where I am, doing what I'm doing, affecting change in a positive manner to those that I meet. Whether or not we know each other for 30 seconds that you watched a video and didn't resonate with you, or the next 30 years and we become friends, having cappuccinos on cobblestone streets together. That I can't control, and you can't control. We can act sometimes, act in ways that other people expect us to act, but for the most part, that's not going to happen. So, the way that I see myself, hopefully, being that strong, capital bold letter B between where you are, A, to where you want to go, C, is to activate that action element in you, because knowledge acquisition is great. You could read and listen to all the information you think you ever need about how to get to your destination. But if that's all you do, you'll never actually get it done. So I will be looking to try to get you to take a step and then another step and another step until you reach a height where you look down and you're saying, oh, this is kind of scary. What next? Because you're at the top of that hill, you might start going back down. And that is actually a beautiful thing, because that is actually the process that would help you to get to the next peak. There's always, in my experience, there's always going to be pullbacks, drawbacks, things that happen that throw you into a whirlwind and you just put everything else aside. That's life. It's going to happen. Just know it's going to happen. When you're exuberant and high and happy and you're just so excited about your path and your journey, you're a little bit blindsided. You are seeing the world through rose-covered glasses, which is an amazing feeling. And when, I guess metaphorically, those rose-covered glasses fall off and you see the new reality or the current reality or another reality, you might just decide to give up. This is your own personal journey. This is your growth, not mine, not anybody else's. There'll be lots of questions. Why do you want to do this? Why do I want to do that? And there's no right answer. You know, you may say you're looking to move to Europe or somewhere outside of Canada, and you may say it's because of this or because of that, but maybe deep down inside, it's just as simple as wanting to belong to your group, others that are doing it. If others are not doing it, maybe it's a desire to be unique and show off to the world that you're doing it. Or maybe it's a feeling of connection to going back to where you came from. That's another way of belonging. Doesn't matter the reason. Like I said, there's no right and there's no wrong. There just is. So, what I will do as my mission, because being the letter B between A and C, yes, it's part of the whole grouping of letters. But I also know if you could get from A to C by hopscotching over B, you might want to do that, which is totally fine. And if there's some sort of perceived value that by going through B, it's actually going to get you to C faster, that's where you'll be more engaged. Think of it this way, from a personal story. A few years back, I was driving in Italy and I hadn't set up the GPS properly. I did want to get from A to C. Uh, I thought I was going from A to B, but in fact, it turned out I was trying to bypass B and get to C faster because I was in the curving trails or curving roads of the south there around the Amalfi Coast, a bit more south from there. And I set the GPS to get from where I was to where I wanted to go, but I set the GPS on fastest route. Or no, sorry, not fastest route, shortest distance. Now imagine in your mind the winding roads of that area, or any area, just winding roads, slowly going up a mountain and then slowly coming down a mountain. Now imagine, if you will, a straight line that goes from a point in the road, bypasses a bunch of curves, and goes straight through to another point up the mountain, the shorter distance. Thank goodness the car we had rented was a very small Fiat, because that road that I didn't know was just a local road going through some villages where no car should be, more for bicycles and horses. Perhaps the odd smaller than a Fiat car, if you can imagine. But the GPS didn't know that. The GPS only knew that it's a road that will take me there in the shortest distance. Didn't calculate that it was going to take longer because of the speed I was going at, much slower, because of the fear of getting my windows, or sorry, the rear view mirrors knocked off by hitting trees or whatever other objects were on the side of the car. And halfway through, imagining that I would be on some show in the Canada or the US about stupid drivers driving in Europe, stuck in their car, being rescued by firemen. Either way, we got through it with a lot of stress. Huge argument with my partner, and the learning of taking the most direct route is not always the best, but the fastest route could actually be more scenery and more experience than the shortest route. So, if you're ready to take your life to the next destination, then it's time. Time to move forward one step and then the next step. You may not know what that first step is. If that's the case, I've created a checklist, very short, super simple checklist. Super simple. One would be on that checklist will be make a list of 3 financial planning professionals and then call them to schedule an appointment to talk about your dreams, your financial dream of moving abroad. That's one of the things on the checklist. There's a lot more, but I don't want to overwhelm. This is a foundational step, and I may be biased, but it sure would take a lot away the stress and anxiety instead of just buying a plane ticket as the shortest distance and getting to your destination without driving the curved roads to stop at different places along the road, like financial planning, like finding a realtor, like putting your stuff in cargo or selling it, like all these different things that must be done in order to reach your goal. So I wish you well on your journey. I hope that I'll be able to inspire you and change your life for the better. I mean, sorry, there's no better or worse, as I said, but change your life to something that you are passionate about or will at least make you feel super in tune with your purpose here in life. And if that's just simply walking on cobblestone streets, let it be. Let that be what it is you're meant to do. Have a good one. See you on the other side.